going to be a lot of fun in the station wagon. It's going to make a lot of power. So many of our customers are doing a lot of the same thing with modern components, EFI, things like that in their older cars. The horsepower is going to be great, but the torque is going to be really something to see, I think.
Now, when we were at the Butler's, we actually showed you how these Mylodon steel caps are fitted for humping. Now, that's one size. Once you get ready to assemble and you put the bearings in, you need to go ahead and check again. On a high horsepower turbo application like this, if you don't, you're going to waste a lot of money. The numbers are all good, so we can remove the cap and be sure to keep them in order. Now, some silicone in these holes and on the edge of the new rear main seal from BOP. It's a big improvement over the factory road seal, which breaks down and leaks over time. Now, a liberal coating of assembly lube on the other bearings. Okay. Before we drop in our Eagle crank. It came with an ESP armor finish that's designed to extend the bearing life, and it also sheds oil from the counterweights while they're spinning. The rear main cap gets an extra dab of silicone before it goes back in place. Then we can install the other main caps. Our pistons are a floating pin design, and we're installing them with a set of total seal stainless rings. The assembly goes into the number 1 cylinder so we can degree the camshaft after it's installed. Now, on most street camshafts, the exhaust duration is usually equal to or greater than the intake duration at 50 thousandths. Now, this camshaft's going to be the exact opposite. We're running what they call a reverse duration split, as well as a 114-degree wide lobe separation angle. Now, what that's going to do is minimize overlap, as well as intake reversion due to the back pressure on the turbo.
Well, in case you don't have a degree in mechanical engineering, here's what all that meant. With the boost being shoved into the cylinder with the turbo, well, your valves have to dance a little bit differently, but you don't have to know the steps. Your machinist or manufacturer can hook you up with the right cam. In fact, Butler expects this comp cam's grind at 252 intake, 245 exhaust at 50 thousandths. Gross valve lift is 540 and 541.
Okay, now because we put new caps on this block, we actually bored and honed it. We raised the center line of the crankshaft just a little bit. Now, in order to keep our valve